Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial, and in this YouTube video I'll be covering some important MCQ questions along with explanations on higher education, that is from the syllabus of UGC NET Paper 1. I'm conducting MCQ series on UGC NET Paper 1 as well as on English literature, and this is part 2. Watch the video till the end because it is going to be a very fruitful session. And in part 1 I have discussed 25 MCQ questions on higher education along with explanation. So before starting the session, this is my humble request to all of you. Please do subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification that I will upload in future. So here is your first question on your screen. Let's get started with these wonderful questions. So here the first question is, which text contains the teachings of the ancient Indian sage Panini and is considered a significant source of learning in the field of Sanskrit grammar? So which text contains, there is a text and it contains the teachings of the ancient Indian sage called Panini, and it's considered a significant source of significant source of learning in the field of Sanskrit grammar. So your options are Arthashastra, Rig Veda, Atharvaveda, or Ashtadhyayi. So here the right option is Ashtadhyayi. Panini has written Ashtadhyayi, that is a treatise or a book on Sanskrit grammar. So Panini is known for its text Ashtadhyayi, a sutra style treatise on Sanskrit grammar. It has 3996 verses or rules on linguistics, syntax, and semantics in 8 chapters, which is the foundational text of the Vyakarana branch of the Vedanga and the auxiliary scholarly disciplines of the Vedic period. So here Ashtadhyayi was written by Panini. And here is the second question. The question number 2 here is, which ancient Indian text is considered a significant source of learning in the field of medicine? So which there is a text, ancient Indian text is considered a significant source of learning in the field of medicine. Options are Arthashastra, Charak Samhita, Ramayana, Mahabharata. So the right option is Charak Samhita. Charak Samhita was written by Charak. And here is the explanation. Charak was one of the principal contributors to Ayurveda, a system of medicine and lifestyle developed in ancient India. And he is known as a physician who edited the medical treatise entitled Charak Samhita, one of the foundational texts of classical Indian medicine and Ayurveda. So Charak has written Charak Samhita, and that is a source of learning in the field of medicine. Moving on to question number 3. Which ancient Indian text is considered a significant source of learning in the field of arts? One, which has influenced dance, music, and literary tradition in India. So which ancient Indian text is considered a significant source of learning in the field of arts? One, which has influenced dance, music, literary tradition in India. Your options are Natya Shastra, Arthashastra, Charak Samhita, Ramayana. So yeah, the right option is Natya Shastra. Natya Shastra is the treatise, the book. And here is the explanation. The Natya Shastra is a Sanskrit treatise on the performing arts, and this text is attributed to the sage called Bharata Muni. And the Natya Shastra is notable as an ancient encyclopedic treatise on the arts, one which has influenced dance, music, and literary traditions in India. Moving on to question number 4. Idea of democratic decentralization. The idea of democratic decentralization in India was popularized by which committee? A.D. Gorwala Committee in 1951, Paul H. Appleby Committee in 1953, or B.R. Mehta Committee in 1957, or Ashok Mehta Committee of 1978. So democratic decentralization in India was popularized by here B.R. Mehta Committee, that is C. So C is right option here. So C is right option over here. And here is the explanation. The chairman of this committee was Balwant Rai G. Mehta. The committee submitted its report on 24th November 1957 and recommended the establishment of the scheme that is called democratic decentralization, which finally came to be known as Panchayat Raj. And the main aim of Panchayat Raj system is to settle the local problems locally and to make the people politically conscious of everything. Then question number 5. Report on currency and finance. The report on currency and finance for each of the financial year in India is published by your options are Reserve Bank of India, Ministry of Finance, Planning Commission, Central Statistical Organization. So here the right option is Reserve Bank of India. The Reserve Bank of India publishes every year report on currency and finance. So here A is right option. Moving on to question number 6. Another name of basic education or Naitalim or Bunyadi Shiksha. basic education's ninth limb or bunyadi shiksha is here compulsory education, no, new education policy, Varda education plan or Sarva Shiksha vision. So another name of basic educations or ninth limb or bunyadi shiksha is here Varda education plan. So here C is the right option. C is the right option over here. Moving on to question number 7. Launch of the satellite channel by IGNOU on 26th January 2003 for technological education for the growth and development of distance education. So the launch of satellite channel by IGNOU. IGNOU has launched the satellite channel on 26th January 2003 for technological education and for the growth and development of distance education. So which channel is this? Ekalabya channel, Gyan Darshan channel, Rajeshri channel, or none of these? So yeah, the right option is Ekalabya channel. Ekalabya channel was launched by IGNOU on 26th January 2003 and it is for the growth and development of the distance education. So here A is right option. Here is the explanation. Ekalabya Technological Channel is a distance learning joint initiative between the IIT and the IGNOU, and it was inaugurated, launched by Professor Murali Manohar Joshi, Honorable Minister NHRD and Ocean Development of 26 January 2000. So it was launched in 2003. Okay, moving on to question number 8. Which of these ancient universities is known for specialization in art and painting? आर्ट एंड पेंटिंग में कौन सा यूनिवर्सिटी स्पेशलाइज था? नालंदा यूनिवर्सिटी, नो. तक्षशिला यूनिवर्सिटी, नो. उज्जैन यूनिवर्सिटी, Ajanta University. So here the right option is Ajanta University. Ajanta University was specialized in art and painting, and Ujjain University was in astronomy. Whereas Takshila was in medicine. Ujjain was in astronomy, and Ajanta was specialized in art and painting. So here D is the right option. Moving to question number 9. Where is Nalanda University situated in India? Nalanda University is situated in Bihar's Rajgir. So here A is right option. Patna, Aurangabad, Bhagalpur, these are all part from Bihar, but Nalanda University is situated in Rajgir. So here Rajgir is the right option. Moving on to question number 10. Which of these ancient universities is known for specialization in medicine? So here, which of the ancient university is known for specializations in medicines? So here right option is Takshila University. Takshila is the university that is specialized in medicine. So here B is the right option. Here B. Which of these universities is known for specialization? Here Takshila University. Okay. And the Arthashastra was a treatise on medicine, politics and economics, religion and philosophy. So Arthashastra was a treatise on politics and economics. So here B is the right option. B is the right option. And it was written by the teacher Kautilya, also identified as Vishnu Gupta. And Chanakya is traditionally credited as the author of the text that is Arthashastra. And the Arthashastra is an ancient and Indian Sanskrit treatise on statecraft, political science, economic policy and military strategy. Moving on to question number 12. The Indian University of Nalanda was destroyed by the Gupta Empire, no. Mughal Empire, no. The British Empire, no. The Islamic invaders. So it was Bakhtiyar Khilji. Bakhtiyar Khilji had destroyed Nalanda as well as Bikramshila. So in the Indian University of Nalanda was destroyed by the Islamic invaders called Bakhtiyar Khilji and his group of people. Okay. Khilji destroyed the Nalanda and Bikramshila universities during his raids across North Indian plains and massacring many Buddhist and Brahmin scholars. At the end of the 12th century, invader Bakhtiyar Khilji demolished the monastery, killed the monks and burned the valuable library. Sir Bakhtiyar Khilji had demolished Nalanda as well as Bikramshila universities of India. Which one of the following is an educational FM radio network? Gyanvani, Gyan Darshan, Gyan Dhara. Gyan. So here FM radio network, educational FM radio network is Gyanvani. Gyanvani is an educational FM radio network. So here A is right option. And here is the explanation. Gyanvani is an educational FM radio station in several cities of India. It operates on frequency of 105.6 Hz, and each Gyanvani station has a range of about 60 km and covers an entire city including the adjoining rural areas, and it was started in March 2000. So Gyanvani was started in March 2000. Okay, and this is an educational FM radio station. Moving on to question 13. In which of the following ancient Indian universities the culture and the civilization of Tibet was built mainly through the writings of scholars? In which of the following ancient universities the culture and the civilization of Tibet was built mainly through the writings of the scholars? Your options are Bikramshila University, Takshila University, Ujjain University, Jagadhri University. So the right option is Bikramshila Universities. Bikramshila Universities. A is the right option. Moving on to question number 14. Who among the following can be removed by the president without parliament's resolution? Without parliament's resolutions, which of the following can be removed by the president? So president can remove which of the following without parliament's resolution? The options are governor of state, chief selection of commissioner, judge of a high court, or comptroller and auditor general. So the right option is here governor of a state. Governor of a state can be removed by the president without parliament's resolution. So A is right option. Moving to question number 15. Which of the following instructional design is not a part of SWAM launched by Government of India? And what is the full form of SWAM? SWAM is that study waves of active learning for young aspiring minds. Study waves of active learning for young aspiring minds. That is the full form of SWAM, and it was launched by Government of India. And which of the following instructional designs is not a part of? E-tutorial was a part of that. E-content was there, assessment was there, discussions forum was there, but classroom teaching was not there. So here only E is not a part of SWAM. So discuss classroom teaching, that is not a classroom teaching. So e-tutorial, e-content, assessment and discussion forum were there. So here E is right option, that is E only. Only E. Moving here is the explanation. SWAM stands for Study Waves of Active Learning for Young Aspiring Minds. Is a MOOC platform, that is Massive Open Online Course MOOC. SWAM is an initiative launched by the Indian Ministry of Human Resource Development, MHRD. Now it is called MOE, that is Ministry of Education, Government of India under Digital India, to give a coordinated stage and free entry to waves courses covering all advanced educations, high school and skills sector courses. It was launched on 2017 by Honorable President of India. And SWAM operates MOOCs learning resources in different ways and structure. Learning in SWAM has 4 parts. It has 4 quadrants, or it has 4 parts. One is e-tutorial, e-content, discussion forums and assessment. So it has 4 quadrants: e-tutorial, e-content, discussion forums and assessment. And classroom discussion was not there. So that's why classroom assessment is the classroom teaching was not there. That's why classroom teaching is the right option. Okay, moving on to question number 16. Education as a subject of legislation figures in the union list, state list, concurrent list, residuary powers. So education was in the list of concurrent list. So yes, C is right option. C. Moving on to question number 7. The main governing body at the tertiary level of education in India is NCERT, CBSE, AICT or UGC. So the main governing body at the tertiary level of education in India was UGC. So here D is right option. Okay. The main governing body at the tertiary level is the University Grant Commissions, which enforces its standards, advises the government, and helps to coordinate between the center and the state. Moving into question number 18, the government established UGC University Grant Commissions by an Act of Parliament in the year. Your options are 1980, 1948, 1950, 1956. So here 1956. The government established UGC University Grant Commission by an Act of Parliament in the year 1956. And here is the explanation. The UGC, however, was formally established only. Formally, it was established only in November 1956 as a statutory body of the government of India through an Act of Parliament for the coordination, determination, and maintenance of standards of university education in India. Moving at question 19, what does RUSA stands for? The options are Rashtriya Uchchatra Shiksha Abhiyan, Rural Upliftment and Skill Advancement, no. Rural Urban Skills Advancement, no. Rural Upliftment Social Advancement, no. So RUSA stands for Rashtriya Uchchatra Shiksha Abhiyan. So here A is right option. RUSA means Rashtriya Uchchatra Shiksha Abhiyan. And here is the question number 20. When was RUSA scheme launched? RUSA was launched 2012, no. 13, 14, 15. So here RUSA, that is Rashtriya Uchchatra Shiksha Abhiyan, was launched in the year 2013. So here B is right option. And here are some explanations. Next questions. Which ministry oversees the implementation of RUSA? Which ministry oversees the implementation of RUSA? Ministry of Education, that is MOE, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Human Resource Development, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. So which ministry oversees the implementation of RUSA? It is Ministry of Education. So here A is right option. Ministry of Education oversees the implementation of RUSA. So A is right option. And here is the explanation that Rashtriya Uchchatra Shiksha Abhiyan, that is RUSA, is a holistic scheme of development for higher education in India, initiated in 2013 by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. And the centrally sponsored scheme aims at providing strategic funding to higher educational institutions throughout the country. And funding is provided by the central ministry to the state governments and union territories, which in coordination with the Central Project Appraisal Board will monitor an academic, administrative and financial advantage. Okay. A total 316 state public universities and 13,024 colleges will be covered under it. Question number 22. What is the primary sub-objective of RUSA? To provide financial assistance to students from the economically weaker sections? No. To provide equal development to all higher institutions and rectify weaknesses in higher education system? Or to promote skill development among rural youth? No. To improve infrastructure in rural areas? No. So here to provide equal development to all higher institutions and rectify weaknesses in the higher education system. And this was the primary objective of RUSHA. So here B is the right option. And here are some objectives of RUSHA. RUSHA aims to provide an equal development to all higher institutions and rectify weaknesses in the higher education system. And its target achievement is to raise the gross enrollment ratio to 32% by the end of that is 12th plane in 2017. The major objectives are to improve the overall quality of existing state institutions by ensuring that all institutions conform to prescribed norms and standards and adopt accreditations as a mandatory quality assurance framework. And it is to usher transformative reforms in the state higher education system and ensure academic and examination reforms in the higher education institutions, or to enable conversion of some of the universities into research universities at par with the best in the world. So it is to enable conversion of some of the universities into research university and to create opportunities for states to undertake reforms in the affiliation system, and to ensure that the reforms and research requirements affiliate colleges are adequately met. To ensure adequate availability of the quality faculty, create an enabling atmosphere, or expand in the institutional base by creating additional capacity in existing institution, or correct regional imbalances in access to higher education. And the last one is to improve equity in higher education by providing adequate opportunities of higher education to SC, ST and socially educationally backward classes. So here is question 23. What does SSA stand in the context of 2001 scheme of India? Sarva Shiksha Vision, Social Security Administration, or Science and Technology for Sustainable Agriculture, or Special Security Agency? So SSA stands for Sarva Shiksha Vision. So here A is right option. Okay. When was SSA launched? Sarva Shiksha Vision was launched in India 2001 to 3. So Sarva Shiksha Vision was launched in India in the year 2001. So here B is right option. And here is the last question. What is the primary objective of SSA scheme in India? It is to provide free and health care to all citizens. No. To promote tourism in rural areas. No. To provide education to all children between the ages of 6 to 14. Or to provide financial assistance to farmers. No. So it is to provide education to all children between the ages of 6 to 14. And here is the explanation. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is a government of India's flagship program for achievement of universalizations of elementary education, that is UEE, universalization of elementary education in a time-bound manner, as mandated by 86th Amendment to the Constitutions of India, making free and compulsory education to the children 6 to 14 years age group a fundamental right. So these were all 25 questions I have discussed along with explanations. Thank you once again for watching the video. Please do subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notifications.